So guys, welcome to another gardening video on my channel. My name is Bunks. Guys, we back with the vlog style. Huh? Look at that, with the vlog style. So yeah guys, we're gonna give a garden tour. We're gonna go through what's growing, what's not growing. I hope you guys enjoy. Grab some popcorn, grab all the drinks. Let's do what we gotta do. Okay, guys, I'm really excited. If you haven't said already, I'm really excited about this content. I love just showing you guys what's growing. So yeah, man, let's do it. Okay, so also I won't be editing, so it's just gonna be freehand. Whatever happens, there's no editations. So I think we'll just go through patch by patch. We have some nice surprises. Let me not show you that one too much, but anyway. Okay, so first we have this tree, and you can see that it's winter. You can see with it starting to really dwindle, really drying out. So this is a pomegranate. Someone actually in the comments, I said it was some other plant, and they were like, no dude, it's a pomegranate. So thank you to you for correcting me. So yeah, we have some pomegranate, but you can see that you can see that it's approaching winter. The leaves are falling off a bit, so yeah, I don't know how to actually like look after it in winter. I'll probably just put some compost around it, just so that I can actually just protect the roots, and then I think that should be okay. I don't think I'll do like a whole what is it, put a whole shield over it, like cover it with some, like, what is it, I forgot what it's called, but to like put a cover over it. I don't think I will do that. But I think I'll just protect the roots by putting some compost over there. And as you can see, I'm sure you're surprised by all of these citrus, all the citrus peels that are happening over here. We even have some old sticks of old plants. So basically, in my garden, right, in the garden here, any food scraps that we have left over in the house, we put them back into the garden, and we don't bury them. I think it just takes a lot of work to bury them, so we just leave them on the ground, and then that just happens naturally, where even birds, they come and they just pick up on stuff. But then also the garden also eats that up naturally as it composts, and what is it, breaks down, and then it goes into the soil. So I do that because it feeds the soil, it adds more nutrients to the garden, and I like how natural it is, how it adds to the garden. So yeah, so that's why we have, and you'll see that a lot in the garden. So yeah. Okay, then we have some spinach. These ones, they grew by themselves. They grew just, I don't know how even, but they just grew. So basically this patch over here, I just let things grow. But I think what here, I want to grow more flowers, so that it's more of a flower patch. And you can see here already we have some nasturtium, and it's great that I actually put it here, because right next door to it, I'll show you now, we have some brassicas. So the brassicas they really love being next to the nasturtium, because they deter all of the insects, all of those aphids type of thing. So it's really good that they are here working together. Then yeah, the spinach, great. You know how much I love spinach. So yeah, this patch, I have like no real plans for it. Whatever happens really. Yeah, so we'll just let it grow. But I think I want to put another flower here, or maybe put more spinach, but we'll see. Okay, and yeah, but we'll go to this, but I think the spinach needs to be cut. But I'll show you the next spinach, and we'll go through that. So moving to the next, guys, we have the brassicas. And look at my boy, the broccolizer. Look at the boy broccolizer. Look at the broccoli, mom. Pop, 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 pop. Look at the broccoli. Pung, 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 pung. Look at this, man. Oh man. Oh my word, guys. I have. Oh my word. Like, can we just have a moment of appreciation for the broccolis? So broccoli, almost as big as my hand, almost. We're gonna get there. So yeah, broccoli has started to grow. The actual head has started to grow out. I'm excited to see how it ends up, how big the actual thing ends up. And what I like is that there hasn't been much of the aphids, because with the brassicas there's a lot of aphids and just insects that destroy these plants. So I'm really glad that the nasturtium next to it is doing its job. They're working really well with each other. Guys, I'm really excited. So yeah, we'll just wait until it gets big. I probably need to do some research on when to actually pluck this, when to actually when to get it out and how to get it out. But I think it still has some way, and what I'm trying to avoid is that it's seeding, because yeah, it's happened before. So yeah, no, we have to just do some research before it gets to that. And you can even see, let me show you. You see, look at the aphids. You see, and the thing is, the aphids, they really, they very, honestly, they very what is it, aggressive. So every time I see these, I just kind of take them off, and hopefully I just hope that it doesn't really damage the quality of the broccoli itself. But everywhere else it's kind of okay. You see, when you get this curl, that's when you know that okay, there's probably some aphids in here. Oh man. So yeah, I just continuously just check that the head is actually okay. But yeah, so far so good. Right, then we move next door to it, and this is some cauliflower. So we have some cauliflower over here. The head hasn't really started growing yet, and I've even been wondering, is this actually cauliflower? Because I don't know anymore. Like, it's growing weird. It's growing like cabbage, so I'm not really sure. But I never grew cabbage this season, so it can only be the cauliflower. So yeah, cauliflower. So far, it's growing so good now. Let me see. Let's see if we can see some. No, there's nothing. There's nothing so far. But yeah, this is, a cauliflower. So really happy with it. Just have to see how, when it's gonna start growing. Then we move to the next one. So here we actually have a nana growing, and nunuziza. This is called the cabbage chahili. So this one, it's a Chinese cabbage, and I'm trying it for the first time ever. I left another one as well because I don't really know how big they grow. From the picture, it looked like they grow pretty slim. So I thought, let me try and grow two together. If they grow really big, then I'll take one out, which is not a problem. But this one, really, this is the star of the show. Yeah, so I'm really excited to see how this one will grow, and yeah, excited. And then this, so yeah, there's a lot going on here, guys. There's a lot. So okay, if you're wondering what this is, this what is it, what color is this? Pink, I don't know, orange, whatever color, brownish, light brownish. This is what's this? This is like ginger. This is like a ginger shot, basically all the ingredients for a ginger shot. And then obviously there's pineapples and stuff. But yeah, so basically my mom put this on this nana this morning, and I came in this morning and I was shook when it was covered. I was like, oh my word, no. my baby. I'm on my baby. So I basically just uncovered, and luckily it's still doing great. And this is a cabbage. This is this cabbage is the normal ones that we get in South Africa. I'll try and get the name, but this is the normal ones that we get in South Africa. It goes really big. That's why I only have one here. So naturally now I guess it has some what is it? It has some compost in it. So it has some coverage of it. Yeah, so basically, yeah, don't worry about all of this. This is just like, yeah, it's gonna decompose, and then it's gonna add more nutrients to a garden. Hopefully cabbage likes this. So yeah, we just have to wait. And yeah, so we're gonna be getting some cabbage, some good ass cabbage. Okay, then we move right along to the next side, which has the spinach. So all of here is some spinach. You know, this patch is just the spinach. We have banana spinach, then we have some more on that side. So here we also have some comfrey. So comfrey is really good for the soil. Usually I just cut off these leaves, and then I I just place them around the spinach sometimes. So yeah, so comfrey really has some good it has some deep roots, so it collects nutrients that other plants wouldn't really be able to. So that's why I put it with the spinach. And the spinach doesn't really have, it has shallow roots. So yeah, so it definitely will collect a lot of the nutrients from these guys. So I just take off the leaves, cut the leaves off, put it here. And you can also cut these leaves and then put it in soak it in water for a long period of time, and then use that to water your plants, whichever ones you want. So it's a good one to have in the garden. It grows really well as well. Once it's established, does really well. So yeah, spinach, you see that we need to cut. We need to cut some of the spinach. We need to cut and cut and cut and cut and cut. So I think that's what I'm gonna do now. Have some spinach, and then I'm gonna show you the results. Let me just show you this also. This plant, lovely. Look at how nice these colors are. This is such a nice color flower. Such a beautiful color, you know. So guys, if you know what this is, literally I just bought this because I thought, you know, this is like a really beautiful it's a really beautiful plant, and I just thought, you know what, let me just buy it because hey, it's really beautiful and I really like these flowers. That's honestly why I wanted it, because I just like how red and pink and just beautiful how the actual flower is. So I just wanted to buy it. So if you know what it's called, that would be great, because then I can suggest it for winter, because it looks like for winter it's growing more flowers. So yeah, this we have in the spinach patch. You can see some more spinach over here. Just a bunch. It's time to just, you know, get some cuttings done. Okay. So you'll see that now. Just in 2 seconds, you'll see this all harvested. You know what I thought? I actually thought maybe some of you would like to see me harvesting some of these, and just how I do it. So basically, simple, easy things. Just get it at the edge, and you just chop, you know, and then you get a spinach. You know, it's you just cut the outer leaves, and then you leave these inner leaves so that they can create more spinach. But basically, yeah, just that. Let me just cut that. It's kind of hard with one hand all the time, you know. But then yeah, you know, I just thought some of you might want to see. So yeah, and then you just keep the inner leaves. You keep some, you know, I like to keep a bit, at least a big one. And yeah, you just let that grow. So yeah, man, spinaches. And I just harvest whenever I feel like the crops, like this season, I think, let me say this time, I could see that this one, there were new, there was a lot of new growth, which I thought, you know what, let me take out. I thought, you know what, there's some new growth, let me just take out. So that's why I was like, okay, I think I need to harvest. And when it gets just, when they start, you see, when they start doing this, when they start branching out, that's where I also think, okay, you should harvest. But basically, you just need to gauge how the spinach grows. You can see also here inside, there's a lot of new growth, you know. So that's when I always just decide, okay, you know what, I think it's time to harvest. Okay, see you now. Yeah, look at that, huh? Look at all of that sponia. Look at all that spinach. It's even dripping. It's dripping and dropping and dripping and dropping. So yeah, look how much we have, huh? Let me just show you, maybe like this. So yeah, we have quite a lot of spinach. You know, once we start cooking it, it's just gonna turn into nothing. But yeah, we have some spinach, which is great. So yeah, and let me show you. The patch now looks like this. Can you see how empty now it looks? Now it's completely empty. You see, I've left some of the bigger ones just so that they can grow as well. And yeah, just, you know, now it's a much smaller patch. I'm really excited with the younger ones. This is like one that I recently planted, so I'm really excited to see it grow and get bigger and bigger and bigger. So yeah, that's how it looks right now. And yeah, it's just small ones now that are there just to encourage some more growth. Okay, good. And you see how I've left, so these ones were a bit wilted, so I just left them on the ground to give back to the nutrients. I think this one is not doing too well, but yeah, that's why I basically cover it and add more nutrients by using this method. Okay, so let's move straight along. Let's move back here. And so over here we have some sage. We have some sage, and obviously some peels, some vegetable peels as well here. And then in this area, this small area, there was a flower growing there by the garden, and I really liked how it looked. So I thought, you know what, let me add some pop of flower here. I will show you this flower once it starts germinating here, because I really like it and I want you guys to see it here first, not where it is already. So just be patient with me here. Nice, beautiful, lovely, you'll see. And then also here, I tried to grow some onion in this. You see this row. Tried to grow some onion. Nothing has popped up at all. I water let me not say every day. I water, I think it's pretty good timing, because the soil is still maybe not. Okay, but maybe I need to water some more. But yeah, onion I tried to grow over here, and yeah, no, it hasn't really been doing well at all. So I'm just gonna keep trying to water and see if they pop up at some point, and I haven't seen any at all. So yeah, that's what's happening here. This is basically the herb patch. I'm trying to grow some more herbs, so there'll be a flower here, and then sage, and then maybe hopefully some more herbs that also do well with the brassicas as well. So yeah, moving here. Yeah, so if you know my content, you saw that I grew some corn here, which was actually I thought it was a big success. We had some colored corn. We had different colored corn. They call them rainbow corn. We had beautiful corn, and this is the remains of it. So what I'm gonna do here is that I'm just gonna keep the old remains, probably just cover it with compost, and then start growing in here for the next season. So hopefully by the next time when it gets to spring, then I can grow, because here I want to grow the tomatoes, I want to grow you see all these hanging fruits. I want to grow beans, peas, all of this lettuce. I want to grow it here in this patch. So right now I'm just letting it just sit, rest for a bit, because it was very producive. So yeah, basically this patch, these, you see these trellises. So this trellis, just trellis. Then I'm gonna add another one, boop, another trellis here in this patch, and then I'm gonna add another one going this way, so that it's basically gonna create like a whole cylinder that's gonna close, and then these grapes will then create like a ceiling, which will then reach from here to the next trellis that will be here, which will be really beautiful. I think that will be really, really great. Then all of the hanging crops, or the ones that need some stability, that need something to hang on to, will be all across here and all across here. So the tomatoes will be here. It'll be it'll be so beautiful, so beautiful. So yeah, for here I'm just letting it rest. Probably we'll put on some compost just so that it decomposes faster, and that's all I'm gonna be doing here. Okay, good. Then we move here. So here we have some grapes, and they're growing so beautifully. So beautifully. Look at this. Look at this. You know? Look at this, man. And I mean, they still growing on this. It's beautiful. So in winter, these are all going to die down, and it will just be basically only the stem will be left. But then once it gets to spring again, then the flowers, I mean the roughage, is it the roughage or this, the leaves will start popping up again in the spring. So yeah, it's looking beautiful. Honestly, I love it so much. I'm honestly waiting until it starts producing the actual grapes. And I think we've maybe had this for maybe 3 years. I don't know how long, but it's been quite some time. So hopefully at some point it starts producing grapes, and they're gonna start hanging over here. Ooh, bruh. They're gonna start all going like this. And then you're just gonna see grapes dangalizing, dingy all over here. It's gonna be so beautiful. So beautiful. Can't wait. Then if we go into the same patch, we have some lettuce. So we have some lettuce growing, and look, we have some tomatoes also growing. I don't know what they're doing, because they know they can't grow at this time. They can't fully mature at this time. But yeah, basically some lettuce has been growing. I'm probably going to need to thin some of these, just to make sure that they have enough space. But I might not need to, because lettuce is very good at doing this, at like growing closely together. But we'll see. I think we'll see and see how they produce. But yeah, we have some lettuce growing. We have some lettuce growing. It's looking really nice, in my opinion. Looking really green, and they grew really fast. Maybe in 2 weeks, 3 weeks they grew. Same with the peas. So the peas as well, beautiful, doing really well, doing really majestic. And what I've been doing is that, you see the pods that come out of these the peas. So basically every time there's, even the small ones, as soon as they start popping up, you see, like, oh no. So as soon as they start popping up, I pluck them, and that it encourages them to grow. Oh, here, perfect. You see here, we have one here. See, can you see how small it is? We're gonna plug it out. We're plugging it out. So that's gonna tell it, you see, look how small. So that's gonna tell it that, hey man, we need to grow. So that's gonna tell it we need to grow bigger, and not to concentrate on growing the pods, but to grow more, to grow actually taller, and that then creates bigger peas, and more peas as well. So yeah, I'm just eating this one. Just gonna eat this one. But yeah, basically whenever I see like even the small pots, I just take them out and I'm trying to avoid them getting as big as possible. And when they start creating those balls with, well, the actual peas inside the pods, it's too late. It's too late, because then they're like, okay, that's enough, we're done. So if you can get them, if you can harvest as quick as possible when they're as young as possible, then they're gonna start focusing on growing instead of producing the actual peas. So yeah, so far I actually like this. This is probably my tallest piece. So yeah, I think the method is starting to work a bit. So yeah, a little tip for you and peas. Then we move swiftly along. Oh, here we have, oh guys, I always forget what this is called. Oh my word. I know it's some type of garlic or some type of something. I know you guys know. I know you know what it is. And I'm disappointed that I never know what it is. It's garlic or something. Let me just taste it. Yeah, something. Ugh. This one grew by itself. Basically, just grew by itself. I like the purple that it creates. I mean, here it's kind of dead or it's dying. Actually, let me see if I can get out the shade. Yeah, there. So it creates these purple. I mean, these are not really that great, but yeah, usually when it's like springtime, they also get like really purple, and it's nice. Somehow this was just voluntary seeding. Someone, I don't know who, probably one of these birds, they just planted it, and here we are. So yeah, I like it. You know, it adds some color to the garden, something different. Then moving next door, these are where I put the root crops. So all of the root crops are here, and it might look empty, but if we just go a bit closer, we'll see some beetroot growing. We have some beetroot growing. Let me see if I can get this in there. You know, some beetroot is here. We have some more beetroot. You know, we have some lovely beetroot growing in the side. And what I like is that it's at least growing in a row. It's nice that it's growing in a row. And yeah, so we have some beetroot that is growing. Yeah, so at least there's some, you know, some crops there. And one that I'm really excited about, we have some carrots growing. Look over here, got some carrots growing. Wah, wah, wah. We have some carrots growing. You see, we have some carrots over here as well. And I'll probably have to thin these because they're growing very closely to each other. But yeah, I'm just glad we have some carrots growing, because carrots can be very difficult to germinate. So I'm really happy with how they're doing so far. You see the little carrots. So yeah, then here as well we have some more carrots. So even in this patch we have some radish, and what else was there? No, I think it was just the radish. So it was all the root crops that were here, and so far only the beetroot and the carrots have grown. Still waiting for the radish, which is a bit odd because the radish is always the first one to pop up. So yeah, I don't know what's wrong with the radish this time, but yeah, gotta say, you know, you gotta take your wins with your losses and your losses with your wins. And then on this side, so here I have a little plan for this patch, right? So in this patch, wow guys, wow, you can't see I'm creating content, mate. Jeez, mate. Anyway, so in this patch, I hope you can see it. So in this patch, basically, here was growing all the low, let's say, what is it, pumpkin, the cucumber. I think you may have seen the cucumber, that new cucumber that I've grown. So that cucumber was grown in this patch. So now it's obviously died off. I think it can't handle winter. So in this patch, I've put in new compost. So I've just covered it with compost, mix it up with the soil that's already here. And I'm basically just waiting for spring. Because here I want to grow corn. And then underneath here, I'm going to grow pumpkin. I'm going to go pumpkin and possibly some more of that cucumber. So basically, up top, it's going to be corn. And then at the bottom, it's going to be pumpkin. So pumpkin and corn, they do really well with each other. They're really great companion plants. So I'm going to try that. And basically, I'm making use of the whole patch, which is a big patch, really, I think. Which is, we're going to make the most out of this patch and see what can grow, how it can grow bigger. So this whole area will be filled with corn, and then at the bottom will be pumpkin. So yeah, I'm really, really, really excited for that. Can't wait. So yeah, while it's continuing, I'm gonna keep putting on some compost, just so that it keeps the soil with nutrients, keeps it with some nutrients, and also keeps it protected as well. Okay. Then we move to here. So here is my pumpkin. I mean, not the pumpkin, potato. So here we have the potato patch. Just don't mind the machineries over there. So here we have the pumpkin. Everywhere here, all around here, I've planted some potato. So basically, whenever I get a harvest, I always just get the bigger one, the biggest potato from that harvest, and I pluck it straight back into the garden. And this is what the result is. At some point, just some new potatoes start popping up. So yeah, that's what I do every season. I've also put on some more compost on here just to give it some more height. So yeah, I just, every time, let's say with this one, the biggest one that it produces, I'm going to take that one, take it out, put it back in. So take out all the potatoes, take the biggest one, put it back in at that moment, then there. You see, so yeah, this is all my potato patch. So yeah, here there's just hidden potatoes in the ground over here, and I'm really excited for them to grow. Okay, guys, I think that's the whole video, huh? Am I serious? That's the whole video. I think it is. I think it is the whole video. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it was, a nice Sunday treat. I hope it was a nice Sunday treat. I hope you had your popcorn, your juice, everything, all the nice things. And I hope you're all doing great. Number one, let's look after our mental health. Number two, let's look after our physical health. Everything else goes afterwards. Okay. Okay, guys, I love you all. If you did enjoy, give it a subscribe. If you I'm bad at this. if you liked it, give it a like. Share it with your friends, share it with everybody, share it with everyone, just share it with everyone. I love you all. Love, peace. Have a beautiful day, man. Have a beautiful day further. Grow every day.